So I just came down off my climb, climbed up, lead climbing solo with the Wren Soloist, got to the anchor, anchored in hard on my daisy chain, switched over to the gree-gree, wrapped down on the gree-gree, cleaning the draws along the way, so now I got a completely clean route. If I wanted to lead climb again, I could just pull the rope, put it back in the Wren Soloist, go back up there again. Or, now that I got this full rig set up with all the quick draws off and it's anchored into the anchor up top, I could just throw my gree-gree on here onto my onto the opposite end of the anchor piece of rope and put the gree-gree under my belay loop, and I could top rope solo real easy if I wanted to just do a bunch of laps up and down. Something to keep in mind if you're going to do that, if you get halfway up the route, you might want to below the gree-gree tie a quick overhand knot on a bite. That way, in case your gree-gree fails, you'll slide down this big old fat knot, won't go through the gree-gree, and will prevent you from hitting the floor as a gree-gree backup system. You can do these multiple times throughout climbing. You can also pre-do these before you do a lead climb, and then you'll have to untie them as you pull the rope up for a lead climb with the Soloist device. That's pretty difficult though, because a lot of times to untie these you gotta have two free hands, or you gotta have one free hand and lots of time. Another very important point is you do not want to use an old fat rope or one that has a slightly frayed sheath that feels kind of sticky. And especially be careful of this in the summertime when it's hot and humid. That humidity with a kind of soft sheathed rope can just really get clogged up in the device. And if you can't pull slack out of this, you are completely hosed. Happened to me once during the hot summer with big humidity and an old rope. So if the humidity's low and the temps are good like today, no problem. Today was a great February day, nice and cool but sunny, and yeah, I can't really ask for anything better. Rode my bike out here all alone, have the whole cliff to myself, nice and quiet, do some rope soloing. That's what it's all about. So, lead rope soloing is a dangerous thing. Make sure you got your gear down, make sure you have lots of knowledge on rope work, good head for climbing, lots of endurance, be safe, be careful, triple, quadruple, check everything all the time. There's so much switching of ropes and crisscrossing that's much more complicated than any other lead climbing scenario. Be careful. And if you need any more information on anchor building or rope work, I'd suggest that you read up in terms of either slackline and highline rigging on slackline.com, or that you look up in some books, maybe Mountaineering Freedom of the Hills, read up on aid climbing, hauling techniques, anchor building for multi-pitches, directional anchor building. John Long has a good book, I think, on how to build rock climbing anchors. And as one last piece of equipment, after the rope solo day is over, make sure you bring a beer with you. Cheers, everybody.